The governor openly acknowledged she expected fierce opposition to today's announcement, including from the law enforcement leaders sitting beside her during the news conference. But she and the others at the table said despite their differences, they're committed to working together.
So here we are. Here's a photo of it. The state police, the APD, the new director, the governor. We have a bunch of resources that we can utilize to make sure that we start making a dent.
Bernalillo County Sheriff John Allen was among the law enforcement leaders promoting a message of unity as the state tackles gun violence through the governor's new emergency order. But later in the evening, he released a statement expressing serious concern about the 30-day gun ban in Bernalillo County, saying in part, quote, "The temporary ban challenges the foundation of our Constitution, which I swore an oath to uphold." The governor acknowledged that disagreement today, saying her order did not reflect the views of the others at the table.
They did not involve themselves in the drafting of this public health order and are likely not to agree with the totality of the first initial steps,
but said it is just a first step and what will be a coordinated effort. Albuquerque Police Chief Harold Medina, who sat beside the governor, sent a message to his officers tonight saying the governor made it clear it would be state law enforcement, not APD, who would be responsible for enforcing the civil order. He spoke at the news conference today expressing a desire to move forward despite ideological differences.
We agree on a lot of things. There's some things we don't agree upon. But I think that's the beauty of this, is we could still all sit here and recognize that we have to work together.
Earlier today, Medina reiterated his call for a greater focus on prosecution to the criminals his officers do arrest from ending up back on the streets.
Too many times I hear, like, over and over again, every time that something occurs, somebody wants to bring more federal resources. I don't need more federal agents in Albuquerque. Do you know what I need? I need more federal prosecutors.
Meanwhile, the governor introduced the law enforcement veteran she chose to lead the effort to curb violence, retired State Police Chief Pete Caceres.
How do you get a retired state police chief that's very happy being retired to come back into the building he swore he never stepped foot in? You know, and that's a compelling call from the governor.
Those at the table agreed the time to act is now.
I'm just tired of it. We're seeing people die in the process of waiting for everything to happen, waiting for everything to be perfect, waiting for all the people power that we're supposed to get for our office or our agency. We can't do that anymore.
It's time to bring the hammer. I know a lot of people don't like to hear that, but we need to put this criminal element on their heels, and I believe that the governor enacting this emergency order gives us some of those tools and helps kickstart that.
As for other items in this order, the state will now start checking with gun shops monthly to ensure compliance with gun sale laws in the state. The state's health department will also have 20 days to compile a list of gunshot victims in the state, going to hospitals and collecting data of their cases. As for youthful offenders in the state, the orders states that CYFD must suspend its juvenile detention alternative program and evaluate juvenile probation protocols.